Hello everyone, how are you? Hope all is well with you all and you all are doing okay. Guys, I can tell you we are in revelation time. Things that were hidden are being revealed in our offices. It's not like many of us never knew about it going on from before. It's just that those who knew pretended so well as if it's not happening. Now the evidence and proofs are being revealed. Now, for many years, motorists and operators of PPV vehicles have complained about members of the JCF that allegedly extorting them, giving them tickets for no good reason, working with wreckers to get their own extortion from taxi operators so that they can get back their vehicle while still getting their cut from the wrecker operators. There are even police officers that own wreckers. So when them the road, they pre-in taxi and minibus operators because them wrecker have to make money. They will even go as far as to make up charges for motorists to scare them into paying very hefty fees so as not to be inconvenienced by losing the use of their vehicle. Worse, the PPV operators. Because you don't know, they use their vehicle to make money to look after their children and their families. So they are in a situation where they will most likely do anything so as not to be inconvenienced. There has even been allegations that police officers are in control of extortionists who, after they extort money off buses and taxis all day, they meet with officers at the end of the day and give them their cut of the extortion money. And that's a real thing. Those police officers that takes money off buses every day. I am from a family that there were people that have buses, yeah? I don't want to be specific. And I remember one day they were coming into town, they run from Spanish Town to town. I'm not going to really say the area and the pick exactly which station. But there was always this policeman that they talk about that always make sure him situate himself at a spot where them have to pass him. And it's when him stop them, hear what he would always say to them, yo, I 5 different partner me have to pay daily, So, it's when you talk to me, just talk money. Brawling like that. So they used to joke and so on and say, yes, when the man they stop you, just try and know so you make sure you have him partner money for give him. Many people who in the bus business would know who I'm talking. There is also police officers that own buses that would not be licensed and insured in the proper way, yet running contrary to the PPV laws on the bus routes, and no other police will trouble that bus. If transport is even going to come out that day, that police officer who own that bus or buses or taxi, he is notified. And if in a mine shop, him can work same way because the transport work with the police and the police friend them. You understand? So right then and there, him good. But sometimes them have first hand information to lay low. And just bear in mind that many of these buses and taxis on the road, it's not just regular police officers that own them. You have police officers high up in the rank, like inspectors and soup, we own these illegitimate buses. When I say illegitimate, meaning that they are not insured and registered appropriately. But guess what happened? Them are free run for do what them feel like anytime them feel like. Because who is the law out there on the road? The police officers. So they can do whatever they feel like. I could give you stories and scenarios for days would have to do an upload just for that alone. My family member was very close. I can't tell you guys how close. So I know all that was going on out there. You understand? And I'm telling you, I could tell you stories for days. We're going in these streets with PPV, coasters, and buses and taxis. Remember me tell you this. He eventually just sell out everything. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it don't make no sense when you put your PPV vehicle, if you can do better. But it don't make no sense when you put it on the road. By the time you don't pay, loader man, bad man, policeman, plus driver and doctor, a thief. At the end of the day, what you have left? I just get on the bus and tell them to take it. You understand? So basically everybody else earn off it, but you have to pay the license, the insurance, and pay for the plate, because you know so that come with another kind of money we have to pay every certain time. You get what I say? Pay for the route. You get what I mean? So right then and there, it never made any sense. Too much stress. Too much times you have driver out there. And you know the wickedest thing with it too? Let me give you this little insight. You can't tame police. You will go out there and there's a police out there, and here what happen. You get so used to him and so on, where man can call you and you give him a thing, or they may have problem and I call you and so on, where them want a thing for whatever reason, whatever story them come up with. And he will know say, and him are the one I take money off of your bus, you know. And when he get out on the road with him and him friend, he make him friend joke your bus. And when your friend joke the bus, and you call him, he say, man, just come do something for him, man. Because guess what happen? It's like a gang thing. So him want him friend get piece of the food, which in turn, him a go get something from it. Them greedy, them can't tame, them too much. And there is no specific law to govern the ones who are supposed to be issuing the laws out there. It's I don't even know if I call it. It is a funny situation, because they are out there to keep the law. How do you get somebody to monitor the people them who supposed to uphold the law? All you can do is talk, because not even a courthouse judge no listen to you. No matter how frivolent the charges are, them no listen to you. Them look upon police officers as if they are so truthful. And truth be told, there's no way in God earth these judges actually believe that these officers are telling the truth on a lot of occasions. So what you call that? Oppression on the people. If you were to say from a scale of 1 to 10, who most likely for the judge to believe in court, 95% the judge is believing the police. So I draw the conclusion that it's a money making thing. As long as them can get money out of you, they don't really care what the truth is. It's just about collecting money off people. Simple. That is why when I see this police officer being sidelined in the JCF for speaking his truth about what he witnessed other police officers doing, hustling motorists, which is wrong, and he stand up for truth and see that he's cast aside in the dumps, and the bigger heads agree to this, it's an absolute disgrace.
Constable Dwight Campbell, who works at the Kingston Central Police Station, says he is left with no choice but to tell his story about what he describes as victimization in the workplace. He believes he has been targeted because he spoke out about a fellow police constable who was working contrary to the law. He alleges that the constable was seizing motor vehicles without good reason.
His favorite offense is that the plates are obscured. And I'm saying if I can see it clearly, it cannot be that it's obscured. So you need to find another offense, but that one is not made out.
Constable Campbell says the policeman threatened to hurt him in the presence of an inspector.
His exact words were, "Me I go bust you up and go up a CIB, go sit down." This man is carrying a firearm. I am not.
He's a constable, you say, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He advanced towards me and had to be held by another police officer so that I wouldn't have been harmed. This is what I reported.
He says for the past 6 years, he has been facing victimization in the JCF because of another incident, but says it has escalated since he spoke out about the policeman's inappropriate action against a motorist.
I did nothing wrong. It was seen as an opportunity to create some animosity. I did what the law requires of me when treating with a threat, and then I went to court. It ended in my favor, and I was the one who is transferred to sit in a practical pigsty to work since the earlier part of this year.
Now, Constable Campbell says he was posted to work at a gate outside the main building under unsanitary conditions.
I was pulled into a meeting and told I must work at this section, which is unhealthy, as you can see. There's no electricity, there's sewage water running in front of it. It leaks when it rains. There's no furniture in here. The gate doesn't work, and I am told I must do this duty of handling the public, to include checking for firearms and stuff like that. And I am supposed to be unarmed while I'm doing all of this.
Head of the Kingston Central Police Division, where Constable Campbell is stationed, could not be reached for comment. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
So, if the hierarchy in the police force is not standing up for truth and justice, what's going to happen to we the little people out the road? We do, me know. Me tell you something. Me a try my best to not do nothing when me if entangle up in a no police at all, honestly. Sometimes I feel so sorry for the minibus and taxi driver because I know the inside stories and then I know the outside stories. Yo, as I tell you, I can tell you things for days. I'm telling you. Boy, you'd have to pay me, you'd have to sit down and we say, yeah, we have a drink. And we just got, well, I don't drink really, eat. And we just a chat, we could have compare notes and tell a story and know these people work inside out. You understand? We know the system. Once you ever in a bus related business, PPV, for years, remember me tell you, say your story them loud, you can write a book, a bestseller, you know. On second thought, I'm thinking, should I really write a book? Yeah, man, I get enough like a taxi man to give me them what them going through now. Enough like a bus man and add it to it, you know. It would make for great laughter, great sadness, great disappointment, and great horror to what is going on in Jamaica here. But it's not surprising that the hierarchy of the police force never see this man as a good police officer who want to portray truth and justice and fairness. It not surprise me. Because remember, that's how most of them make their money, off the same minibus and taxi drivers. I remember I had a cousin, he was graduating from the police school over at Twickenham Park, who went to the graduation. So I said, what department you going in now? Because you're good at technology, you know? So if you can help the force. He said, no, a straight traffic him a go. Because that's the money them. I said, what you mean by? Him say, you want to watch in the streets? You're not afraid to get injured if something go down? And him say, no, you have to risk it, forget the biscuit out there, the money there. No, you tell me. I never prolong it. But what you think he was talking? You think he might go out there go say it out there for pick off a 1 tree or light post? And we stay motorists, him a think about him a head straight out there for go trouble motorists. And of course, the ones with money are always on them, a taximan and busman. Let me give you this little story. I remember, it's about a year ago I think, I chartered a taxi from Tankwell to carry some stuff to the workplace. Lo and behold, some police stopped the driver. When the police see the taxi driver, he said, yo, me not like this boy, you know. Would you believe he's a big man, him a call boy? However, he told the next officer with him, who seemed a bit calmer, maybe fairly new to the road. You could tell by his disposition because he was very mannerisable. So anyway, he told him to check his documents. He then looked in the taxi and saw that we had goods in the taxi. Hear him now? These are commercial goods. How you carry commercial goods in a taxi? Listen, you know, the taxi was tinted up. It has on red plate. There was absolutely nothing sticking out of the taxi. He started spraying out. Oh, he might run contrary to his license. He can't carry any load in it. He's not supposed to carry no commercial goods in it. So, I'm going to refer to this police guy, the next one that is calm, as the rookie police. So the next police, the rookie one, said, so what kind of ticket I must write? Because really and truly, based on the law, he was saying he didn't see anything to write a ticket for. Would you believe the police told him, make up something? While him there bad up himself. I asked the driver, what you do this policeman? Why he's acting so crazy? He began to explain to me that one time he was running robot and he stopped at the wrong place and I pick up some people and the police draw down on him. So the police turned to him and tell him, say after him attack, say he must come check him on a station. He must wait on him after him run him trip where he go and come back and come give him a lunch money. So he let him go and expecting him to come back with the money. But the taxi man said he never go back nothing because he's tired of them himself. So it's just unfortunate now. Him and this policeman go back up now when me have my goods in the taxi for go about my business. So the police are talk about how him disrespect him. So hear me now, let me know no sense. You want to tell me say you disrespect the police? What him disrespect you with, sir? I know him not tell me nothing, him just a keep the driver. Nah, no manners, him disrespect him. So now like how him see him, he want to give him any ticket he can. He tell the other police, write ticket for no insurance, no license to run on the road and all sorts. So the rookie police said to him, how him to do that when the insurance up to date, the fitness up to date, the license up to date, even him badge up to date. You know what the police said to the rookie police? Write it same way. Make him go court, go explain it to the judge. Who you think the judge going to believe? I was shocked he said that so openly, not even knowing who I was. But he was brawling with it. It's not like I don't know these things happening. I'm just saying him just say it so, like a dan dada. Him just say it or him see it. What I did in the meantime was sneakingly took picture of both the police officers. The one and name up himself and the rookie one, and take time slide back my phone in my bag without them knowing. But what mostly got to me is when he talking as if he's going to call a wrecker and I have my goods in this taxi. So I took out my phone and I called an inspector that I knew on the phone and told him the drama between the taxi man and the police going on and how it's going to mess up the fact that I have goods in the taxi. The good thing about it, he was off work that day, but he was nearby in the same area as he asked me where I was, and him say him not really far from there. As he rolled up and stepped out of the vehicle, hear the bad man police, my boss, wagwan, me never know your people them this. Them never even say anything. As if we could have really said anything to him. The only thing he wanted to hear from, especially me through my goods in there, if I was going to give him some money for ease off the taxi man cause my goods in there. You understand? He wasn't going to take no other talk, but unless me that go talk for myself. You know it go? Left something or him right something. And now me and him have no tangling. And as far as I knew, I never knew it was illegal to buy goods and charter a taxi to carry them. Nothing hanging out nowhere. Hear him now to the inspector that I call. Bossy, and from Monday me not get no book, you know. I'ma just get one this morning. I'ma come out mad. Say me I finish this book out here today, you know. Me trying to break the ice, I said, Jaja, you really step out angry today and we just get caught up in it. As if me not know the real reason between him and the taxi man. Now, I true you don't know, you know, the pressure we under, you know. Anyway, he had already written up the ticket and give to the taxi man. So all my inspector friend did was took the tickets that he had given him and said he would deal with it. So I asked my inspector friend if it's illegal for me to call a taxi to carry goods into it. He said no, because I had nothing hanging out of the vehicle. So I said the same, so I could be coming from airport and buck up at a police officer like this. I wouldn't throw my luggage and my box out of the taxi and left me stranded. Because based on what he is saying, that the impression he gives, although it is not normal for that to happen. So my inspector friend just said, because he come out mad today. I just laughed it off because I was getting on my way. Because at the end of the day, them are co-workers. And you don't want to say anything too tough. And the thing about it, it seems like they are friends as well. So I didn't want to really say anything untoward, but I want done him, you know. But we just try and just hold it because at the end of the day, we get to go on about our business. Oh, suppose I couldn't have called my link in time. You want to tell me, say, all because I'm personal vendetta against this taxi man. The taxi would go on record with my goods in it. Because him never talk like say he was going to allow me to get my thing out there because him and the taxi in a friction. You understand? Because at the end of the day, all those money and costs would have to be paid before I could get my goods out of the vehicle. And when you check it out, there is really nobody in the police that you can call on matters like this who will urgently handle it to discipline them. Anytime them start making police officers, when they make personal decisions against motorists, make them have to pay it out of them pocket and sell them vehicle and sell anything them have to make restitution to motorists, then you'll see them change. So I am beginning to think that is there a tax thing going on in terms of how much ticket when a police go on the road him have to give out? Because if him was so adamant that from Monday him not get no book and him just get one book now and him want done that book there today, obviously it seems like the more ticket a police officer gives out, he's going to get an incentive from it. Must something like that going on. Anybody in the comment section who know the ins and outs in that area, let me know if that are going. Because that make it even more dangerous. So you don't have to do nothing as motorists to get a ticket. Especially poor taxi driver and bus man. Then you wonder why most Jamaicans are so aggressive, angry and hateful. They are under pressure and oppression. They are totally going from day to day, stressing right out. These are some of the things that especially motorists have to be facing on a daily basis. So, different from surviving, living in Jamaica, you have this to deal with as well. Everybody have different areas where they are not getting any justice for. So people is going around basically being a time bomb. Hence the reason why the whole country is in anarchy for different reasons. So violence and strife will always be on the increase. Now this police that came and talked out should be hailed and put on a pedestal as a standout officer. He should get a trophy for standing out for justice. But we'll never get that in the police force because it's not really about law and order. So right now, he has to be working in a system where he's hated by most of his co-workers, and the powers that be has made it worse by putting him in an ostracized working condition, the lowest of the low. You can't make this up. This is Jamaica. Shame on you, JCF. Shame on you. That is why many of the good police officers that sees these atrocities going on, they don't worry to speak up against injustice because they don't want to suffer the same fate. Just bear in mind, the most unlawful, rude, aggressive, unlawful police is generally the most popular police and have friends in high places because bar nothing, he will do anything. So, he's everybody's friends. I'm telling you guys, from one sector to the next, Jamaica is in a bad state of mind. Remember me telling you, we say, we're on a cliff hanging on for dear life. We're going straight to hell. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.